Hi there, signs of Cancer. This is Kim here to do a reading for you all. And this reading is going to be for your next 48 hours. So stick with me. We'll get some interesting messages from a few different oracle decks. What I do is I provide an open channel here and let my ego step to the side, or call it what you will. You know, don't get hung up on the semantics. That's all it is. Really, it's just where, you know, it's where as a tarot reader, we're able to look objectively, placing our, which a lot of them do, is look at it objectively and placing our timeline and our opinions to the side, unless it feels something like you're channeled to or being called to talk about. That's the great thing, is that we have that freedom here, right? So that's what I mean when I say that I step to the side. It's to channel the messages straight from your spirit team, your angels, from the consciousness here. If you are connecting with this, then I can guarantee there will be some messages for you. So this is the Entrepreneur deck from Etsy, and I'm going to pull from it first. I have burned some sage, which kind of clears the energy. Whew, okay. Raise your vibe. Raise your vibe. Love your life. You raise your vibration and attract opportunities when you love your life and enjoy each day to the fullest. And raising your vibe, you know, other than listening to music and stuff like that, you can do that also by means of anger. And what I mean by that is, if you are angry or somebody has made you upset, you channel that into something positive. There's this, you know, the feeling that I always get, you know, when you're having intent on, you know, for somebody else, when you're thinking of people, make sure it's always a good intent. You know, we really don't even want to bounce anything back. It's kind of like two wrongs don't make a right. So we want to take our energy and have such power that we know that what's thrown our way, we can transmute it. So we take the anger, we transmute it into something positive, and then bam, that's how we've raised our vibe. So one good way to do that is definitely, you know, thinking badly for somebody else is just that's not good. I hope that's not happening to you, but you can tell when it is. You can feel the psychic attacks. You know, it happens. But you just love yourself enough not to partake like in the drama, and I promise you it gets transmuted, and it can't touch your vibe. It can't touch you. Okay, meditate. Practice meditation to connect deeply with spirit. Visualize your next steps. Then take your inspired action towards your dreams and goals. Goals and dreams. Famous. Publicize. Publicize. Cancer. Okay, it says stop hiding behind your computer. Get publicity for your brand. Be bold and visible in the market. And hey, be the rock star that you are. And I have maybe taking a look into sales, because of sales being like that, or sell. Learn the art of sales. Embrace selling as a sacred exchange of energy, well-being, and goodwill between you and your ideal clients. All right, let's do another row. Let's do 4 more. We'll get 8, right? So I have sell, publicize, meditate, and raise your vibe. Flow. Everything works better and allows more possibilities for positive things, for positive potential whenever it flows without being restricted or forced or snug or hung in some area. Flow can be interrupted if we don't try to maintain balance in different areas in our life, such as like play versus work versus home, family, and so it is really great to get into flow state. There are some people who are really experts at getting into the state of flow. They have YouTube channels. They can tell you how they get in the zone, you know, where you're just kind of like I don't know, if you're working on a book or something, you just could go for hours. And if you're doing something that, you know, it's yours, you're meant to be doing it, it's going to feel like flow state, like effortless. It says, get more done by entering flow state. Completely and joyfully focus on what you're working on without multitasking. So focus on one thing at a time. Ooh. Meditate. Profit. Are you needing ideas on how to make a profit in how to profit off of different areas of your life and different facets? Because we all have some, oh my goodness, the talents of all of you is amazing. You can't click in Google, you know, job app for what all humans can do. This is so vast. There's so many services that we could actually have that aren't listed, and they're definitely not going to have an application. You can get to these ideas through meditation, or another way would be to enter a meditative state, like if you were painting or drawing, something that you can kind of get into. It can either come during that time. I have things sometimes come to me when I'm painting or drawing. But yeah, it says, welcome abundance in your life. Create strong relationship with money. Rejoice in the opportunities and the experiences that it brings. And some of you all could really be good at meditating, while as other people like me, it was very hard to learn how to, like, you know, sit still. Majorly, I love caffeine, so that's kind of hard for me anyways. But to meditate it was difficult at first to be able to calm the mind. And I'm still, of course, nobody's like an expert at this. But this is just something that you get better with all the time. It's something you're always learning. But if you're really good at it, though, you can teach it. And that's what I was going to say, is you can make a profit off of a skill or talent that you have to help people tap in. So what's interesting, I've got listen right here with the meditate. And it might be talking about that time out where you get to listen to your body. And when you're quiet and you're still, yeah, it can speak to you. It says, listen to your intuition and be mindful of what your inner being says to you. Follow your gut feelings and stay connected to the divine within. Also, I heard about this. I totally agree. This worked with me too. When anything is a mess, papers, office, your bedroom, decluttering and cleaning, it's like shamanic. It's a physical representation of all that clutter and that stuff that you don't need moving out. And it makes room for more creative ideas to flow. It creates the space, metaphorically and literally creates the space. So it says, create a sacred space that you love, or workspace you love. Clutter keeps you stuck. Clear it and watch your creativity and abundance flow easy. So there you go. There's another tip when it comes to having that flow state. So getting your place really nice and clutter-free. And then look, there's something really big about whoever's watching this one and selling stuff. I mean, yeah, lots of people sell stuff, right? But yeah, there is something about persuasion here too. So there is a success and there's breakthrough. It says, if you want to break through your internal blocks and stop struggling, you have to do things differently than what you've been doing so far. Okay. So that was that. Next, we're going to go a little dark. We're going to go a little dark. We're going to pull from In the Shadows Oracle cards. Actually, what we're going to do is combine them with this Epiphany deck and the Sacred Signs and Symbols. Let's combine them. And we might use tarot too. This might be where we fit in the tarot. All right. Now, this could be something from their past, something from your present, or your future. I'm not really going to lay them out like that because we are all in different points of time, I'm sure. Sometimes you can be sitting with a friend and their point of reference is they're stuck in their head on a past memory and you're, you know, whatever. So it's different. It's all relative. Time's all relative. And it is. That's what flow state to me is another example of, is where time is so fluid. Check out flow state. You don't realize how much you can get done. Okay, it says, I am not coming back. Cancer, it says, I am not coming back. Okay. They weren't kidding in the shadows, huh? You did not break me. You did not break me. In that moment, I didn't care. What did you want from me? What did you want from me? You did not break me, so what did you want from me? Like, what did you have to gain out of this? Out of hurting me? That's what it feels like. Like, what did you have to gain to making a situation worse? And then I took the easy way out. I took the easy way out. That could be somebody that has disconnected from a connection that just really felt like, well, I don't owe this person a closure. That can be really frustrating, not getting that closure. So it could be something like that, just leaving instead of confronting, maybe, or judgment and forgiveness and all that stuff is not they're not the easiest things to go through in relationships. Think the impossible, the unexpected. Think the impossible, the unexpected. With the pregnant lady expecting. But this is unexpected, I'm sorry. Bookshelf, karmic lessons. Bookshelf, karmic lessons. Too much to think about. Too much to think about. Curtains to conceal, to hide, or behind the scenes. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then we have red wine, seduction, temptation, evil, and then it's like in the moment, I didn't care in that moment, but now we're dealing with guilt for past action and behavior. So that too is an energy that's really kind of got to go. It's not gonna do any good. It can be processed, it can be transformed, it can be alchemized too. Any emotion can. Hidden desires, hidden intentions, and I can't say one specific thing because I think it's going to be too many different things. But now I'm thinking of the moon and changes here. Or somebody's being tempted with this energy, you know what I mean? fighting to emotionally detach and not winning, although it was in the reverse. So I think that there is something about this temptation, whether it's that we have alcohol mixed in with it and it might be getting us to like not care. That might be why. I mean, it might, or them, or they might say that that's how they were able to do that, or to emotionally detach. No distance will keep us apart. And remember, your soulmate connections, they are wide, they are vast, they are varied. They are not just one specific person. You have a wonderful energy with soulmates and your soul tribe, your members of your soul family, where you'll always be able to communicate on an energetic level with each other, right? So no distance will keep us apart. Let me make sure that's okay. Yeah, I see it. I was just making sure. Gosh, time kind of sped up on me here. See, I'm in flow state with you all. That's what it is. Another thing about concealing or hiding, superhero, invincible, and invulnerable, sneaky Spider-Man. Too much to think about, everything happening too fast, possibly. Maybe we weren't cautious with someone, and that's why now it's like too much to think about. The turtle, slow-moving, cautious, a hard exterior. Remember, that's the hard exterior that keeps you protected. So it's protection too with that turtle. Every love song sounds like us. Sunflower, bright future, happy days. And donkey, reluctant or stubborn, and soul mirroring, exposing and revealing all. Exposing and revealing all. Okay. So some tarot and then match flame on the bottom. To be continued. Resignation. Resignation. Maybe somebody's resigning. Resurrection. Reignition. Sorry. Queen of Wands in the reverse. No distance will keep us apart, but somebody is reluctant to come forward. There's a risk or something like that, and so there's this like, I don't want to put myself out there either to get hurt again, or yeah, something like that. Like I don't want to risk that. Too much to think about with the High Priestess. Yeah, that's funny because, you know, if gifts are coming, and I feel like energy is changing and people are becoming a little bit more aware of what they're able to know, feeling things like psychic attacks and stuff like that. Of course, we're feeling that stuff, or we're noticing it. I don't know. We're always working on interpreting these things, and I think that it can be a little bit of overwhelm. These things remind me of that Tesla thing, you know, where they have the arc on top of the hotel thing. No, it reminds me of that. Electricity. It reminds me of like really important information kind of getting zapped to your head. And then look, guys, this is probably the best reading now so far. The Five of Pentacles is in reverse. Yep. And what makes this go in reverse? Love. The love. The love is what takes care of all the material needs and wants. The love is what fixes relationships. It's what fixes problems. The love, it does it all. It does it all. It's an all-in-one. Multi-purpose. Two of Swords, fighting to emotionally detach and not winning. I think, feeling like we don't, okay, this situation is like I don't know if there hasn't been cheating, or maybe temptation to use drugs or alcohol like a vice to, you know, not a very good coping mechanism, but a coping mechanism nonetheless. And instead of addressing a big decision, it's kind of like avoidance. And that's what I'm getting here. And that might be why we may be trying to hide a drinking issue. You know, somebody might be trying to hide a drinking issue. We hide all kinds of things people do. The Hierophant in reverse, it never moved forward though. Or it was like I jumped in too quick and now it's not working out with the Hierophant in the reverse. There's going to be something about let's do this, and something like a non-traditional, doing something in a non-traditional sense. Ten of Swords, sheesh. They walked away. Took the easy way out and ended something with someone. Ten of Cups in the reverse because of a temptation of either this person or these substances. Something made you feel like, oh, that's what I've been missing. But really it was just like it was a vice. It was an easy way out. It was something to blame it on, and it was just completely bad. Betrayal, hurt, pretty bad. Nine of Wands, Lord of Great Strength. This is perseverance, continuing, not giving up. Even though it says that, that's kind of different. Like I feel like that might be challenged here with that no distance will keep us apart. I feel like this has to do with the person who's reluctant or stubborn here about something. About coming back. Sorry, about a return. The Seven of Cups. Conceal, the hide, behind the scenes. That would be with like some kind of something that makes you see cloudy, not seeing as clear. And then, guys, you got the Ten of Pentacles, seriously, on top of the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Hallelujah. Best reading. Best reading. Best reading. Best reading. Ten of Pentacles, Lord of Wealth. Do you see that? Lord of Wealth. You all are about to let love conquer all the issues. Everybody will be taken care of. Everybody. For a long time. Any kind of material or family or any problems are going to be overcome for this generation and the generations to come. Something will help you see clearly. I think we probably know what that is. Whatever it is, it's concealed. All right, and that's what I've got for you. Also, you know what? I do have this other little deck that's out here. Might as well. Let me just pull from this. You don't own me. I'm not just one of your little toys. Oh my gosh, we have abundance. I'm sorry. I probably shouldn't be doing that with these headphones. I have 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, and abundance. As a reader, this is like, it's like a big Ace of Pentacles. Guys, there's a huge, huge opportunity right now. Claim this reading. Claim this card right here, abundance. I am a limitless being. I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. This like might be millionaire status. This is something really, really big. I'm very excited for the wealth coming in to these people that are attracted to this reading. Oh my lordy. Love and light. Bye guys.